draw a stick again. Pull too hard, handle can loose in my hand. You decide to slide on a rug with me. Still not the best at these house repairs, I guess. But you started laughing at the mess we made. Afternoon sun's hitting the dusty wood. I like that we can just stay here on the floor without feeling like we're losing any time. It's the way you stay so calm in the storm when I'm making the mess of things once more. Hey. Everything's finally steady. It's a different kind of certain. A love that doesn't need a hollow show. Just building a life in the quiet, watching our own rhythm grow. It's a different kind of certain. A love that doesn't need a hollow show. Just building a life in the quiet, watching our own rhythm grow. Right here. Ended up this house too far tonight. Wasn't paying attention to street signs, so we had to walk back under yellow lamps. Air was sharp and I started to shiver. You just wrapped your scarf around my neck. I used to be so anxious about being late, but walking these empty roads with you, finally finding a base that feels like home. Watching the light reflect on the wet road. No big plans, no silver screen dreams, just where your hand feels locked in mine. Growing older, getting a little bit wiser. In the hours that are only ours, it's a different kind of sign. A love that doesn't need a hollow shell. Just building a life in the quiet, watching our old rhythm grow. Wait, did we actually fix the drawer? Nah. We'll do it next Tuesday. Maybe. Forgot to water the plants on the ledge again. You just did it while I was still deep asleep. Sun's hitting that old wooden chair in the corner. Still a bit slow in the morning hours, you know. But you just handed me my favorite mug. Don't have to jock until we're actually ready. I like the way you know what I need before I even have to say it out loud. It's the way you stay so steady when I'm still finding my way back from the dark. Everything's finally light. It's a different kind of simple. A love that doesn't need a show. Just building my life in the quiet, watching our own garden grow. Right here. of simple. It's a different kind of simple. It's a different kind of simple. It's a different kind of simple. Forgot to water the plants. Forgot to water. Forgot to water. Forgot to water. Forgot to water. Forgot to water the plants on the ledge again. Forgot to pay the phone bill again. You're just shaking your head, wearing a smile. Lights off and leaning on the kitchen wall. Still not great at the small things, I know. But you're always making the coffee just right. Don't need a loud conversation tonight. Just sitting here's enough for me. Glad we're not in a hurry today. Hide the noise. Anything that's heavy on our minds. Everything's finally steady. It's always clear when we're together. No need for lights or hollow noise. Just a steady kind of love that's growing right here, where we both belong. Here, right here. Just me and you, moving at the speed we choose. It's always clear when we're together. No need for lights or hollow noise. Just a steady kind of love that's growing right here. Wait, did my service get cut off yet? Nah, still got one bar. Doesn't matter. Either way, right here. Forgot to put the dishes away last night. You just woke up and started them yourself. Sun's hitting the blue rug in the hall. I'm still not great at the morning routine, but you just handed me a glass of water. Then I Never talk till the coffee's done. I like how you know my silence by heart. It's the way you stay so steady when I'm still finding my feet in the haze. Everything's finally low. It's quietly known, this thing we have, nothing to prove the world outside. Just a soft rhythm and a safe place, building a life that's finally ours. Right here. Right here. Right here. Walk down those cinema signs. Streets get empty and their feels thin. Forgot to check the weather before we left, but you already brought an extra sweater. I used to be so anxious about the plans, but now I just like watching the clouds. Walking past the closed up shops, feeling like we've got all the time we need. No big speeches, no overacting movie scenes, just the way your hand feels locked in mine. Growing older, getting a little bit better. Every single day we spend is quietly known, this thing we have, nothing to prove the world outside. Just a soft rhythm and a safe place, building a life that's finally ours. Right here. Right here. Wait, is the coffee actually ready? Yeah, I can smell it from here. Just wait. Just stay. Right here. Just stay. He's buried under a week of mail again. You're just shaking your head, smiling at the mess. Always dim, shadows stretching on the wall. I'm never great at keeping track of the small things. Somehow you always know exactly where they are. Didn't do much on this rainy Friday, just stayed in. Clock's ticking away, but I don't mind the spin. World's moving way too fast outside the glass, but you're staying right here, letting the hours pass. Everything's steady, everything's real. It's just for us, a simple kind of life, building something that actually feels real. No need for the hollow noise or the neon lights. I'm finally at peace, right where I stand. Yeah, right here. Took a slow drive around the block later on. Street lamps are bleeding gold on the wet asphalt. Forgot to crank the heater's dial at first, but you didn't mind the chill or the winter's thirst. Learning how to talk about the day without the fear. Not worry if the words are coming out clear. Just watching the rain trace lines on the glass. the dark, just the way your hands leaving a mark, growing up and getting older day by day. I wouldn't change a single thing anyway. It's just for us, the simple kind of life, building something that actually feels real. No need for the high noise or the neon lights. I'm finally at peace, right where I stand. Wait, did I grab the keys this time? Yeah, right here in my pocket. Keep the beat moving, just stay. Keys are buried under a week of mail again. Keys are buried, keys are buried. Keys are buried, keys are buried, keys are buried, keys are buried. Keys are buried, keys are buried under a week of mail again. Keys are buried, buried, buried. Keys are buried, keys are buried. Yeah, keys are buried under a week of mail again. Keys are buried, oh, keys are buried under a week. Yeah, keys are buried, keys are buried, keys are buried, keys are Keys are buried, keys are keys are keys are keys are buried, keys are keys are keys are keys are buried, keys are keys. Keys are buried, keys are buried. Keys are buried. Keys are buried. Keys are. Lights hitting the freight hallway roof. Forgot to water the plants again. You're just laughing, grabbing the green watering can. I'm never great at remembering the small things, but you never make me feel like a fool for a tease. Getting stone cold on the granite counter. I like the way you look in that morning sun. It's the way you stay right here, holding the line, even when I'm a bit of a mess, losing my mind. Everything's steady, everything's mine. It's a steady kind of love we have. No need for the noise of the city lights. Just building a life that actually feels real. I'm always near when you need me, right here, right now. Walk down to the park, way after dark. Streets dead empty, air's gone still. Couldn't find my gloves in that messy drawer, so you just shared yours, palm against palm. I used to be so worried steady kind of love we have. No need for the noise or the city lights. Just building a life that actually feels real. I'm always near. Wait, did I actually water the cactus? Does it matter? You don't take lecture anyway. Just stay. Kitchen tap's been leaking since Monday morning. Still haven't found the right tool, fix the damn thing. You just put a ceramic bowl underneath and left. Guess I'm not the handy type you had in mind. Sun starting fade on the scuff, wooden floor radios, humming something low and slow in the corner. Just happy we're staying in the house tonight. Nights not have a single place left to go. I used to think I had to be perfect for the world, but you make me feel like I'm finally enough. Everything's steady, everything's light. It's a steady kind of rhythm. Play with keeping time. No drama and no rush in the clock. Just building what is ours right here. Walk down the late night market in the dark. Pavement still wet from the afternoon rain. Forgot to bring the canvas back again, I think, but we managed. Carry it all back somehow. Your hands feeling warm in the cooling night air. I like how we don't have to talk to be close. Just moving through the empty street together, watching the city lights blink in the gray. No big promises, no overacting movie scenes. Just the way the days are going by one. Growing older, getting a little bit closer. In the quiet of the night, it's a steady kind of rhythm. Play with keeping time. No drama and no rush in the clock. Just building what is ours right here. Wait, is the bowl already full? Nah, we've got time. Just let it rip. Keep the beat moving. Earl Grey's blooming like a stain on my favorite shirt. You're just grabbing a towel, cleaning up the mess. Lights soft and leaning on the kitchen wall. We haven't spoken a word this morning yet, but I like the weight of the silence we share. Better than any loud noise or empty talk. I'm still not great at being careful with my hands. World spinning way too fast outside the glass, but you're staying right here, letting the minutes pass. Everything's steady, everything's weird. It's just a simple kind of thing, holding softly to the ghosts we bring. Building a life that actually feels like us. tonight. Parking lot was a hollow, frozen kinda gray. Sodium lamps were flickering, buzzing overhead. I forgot the shopping list again, I think. But you've got the whole thing mapped in your head. Glad I got you to keep the flow steady. Walking back home through the dark. Just a simple kind of thing, holding softly to the ghosts we bring, building a life that actually feels like us, steady and real. Wait, did the tea stain actually come out? Ceramic sink, still haven't learned how to steep the tea right. You just grab the mug, adding 3 cubes of sugar. We didn't say much, just letting the light linger. I like the way you look in that old cotton shirt. Lo-fi radios humming something slow and sweet. Just glad we're starting the day at this speed. Ain't about the 5-year plan or the show, just the way you're standing there, soft and low. Everything's steady, let the rhythm grow. It's steady and soft, just like this, building a life that's actually sure. No need for the noise or the city's lure. I'm right where I'm meant to be, right here. Drove down to the market on the corner, got lost on that one-way street again. I think you just laughed, holding that old paper map. Air's getting cooler by the sliding door. I used to be so restless, chasing the wind, but I'm learning how to let the stillness in. Just watching you pick out the fruit in the bin makes you feel real right under the skin. Maybe it's simple, maybe it's plain, but I wouldn't trade the sun or the rain. Just growing together 1 year at a time, finding the rhythm, finding the rhyme. It's steady and soft, just like this, building a life that's actually sure. No need for the noise or the city's lure. I'm right where I'm meant to be, right here. forgot to buy the milk again. You're just laughing, shaking your head. Sun's hitting the old oak table. I'm still not great at mornings yet. Seeing you, that makes it easier. Just leaning back with that chipped mug. We've got no big plans today. World's getting a little too loud outside. I like the way you look at me. Everything's finally quiet. It's just this, nothing more. Keeping it simple like we do. I feel safe when you're around. Just building something real. Yeah, just us. Walk down to the corner store. Rain's just quit on the pavement. Everything smells like wet concrete. I like how our steps are falling in line. You didn't even grab a jacket. Said the air felt good on your skin. I'm learning how to stay quiet with you. No fireworks, no silver screens. Years are stacking up, we're getting older. I like the way your hand feels in mine. Happy right where we are. It's just this, nothing more. Keeping it simple like we do. I feel safe when you're around. Just building something real. It's just this, nothing more. Keeping it simple like we do. Just us. Wait, is it gonna rain again? Doesn't matter. Just stay. Forgot what I was gonna say just now. You're smiling at the floor, I don't know how. We've been fused to this couch for hours. Dust motes are dancing in the sun through the blinds. I like the way your hair's messy and wild. No need to rush, no need to start the clock. Just glad we're here. Safe from the shock. Check my phone, put it face down on the wood. Nothing in the clouds ever felt this good. Just us in the quiet. Just us in the space. It's a different kind of calm. Something real, something actually sure. No drama tonight, just the raw and the pure. Slow and steady, just the way we're made. Watching the city's neon start to fade. Walk down toward the park fence later on. Air's gone cold, now the sun's almost gone. You got that frayed navy sweater on. Steps are falling in line, one by one. I'm usually bad at showing the heart, but you make it easy to play the part. Just watching the taillights blur in the dark. Ooh, ooh, ooh. misty. Third time watching that flickering black and white. Heaters making that soft clicking sound tonight. Like I'm finally breathing and doing alright. Ain't about the big headlines or the show. It's just the way you're looking at me, soft and low. Everything's steady, everything's slow. It's a simple kind of rhythm. Nothing loud, nothing overplanned. Just the way we fit together. Staying steady where we stand, right here. Steady where we stand. Stepped out for a carton of milk and some bread. Streets empty, all of the sodium lamps overhead. Rain's feeling cool, tracing lines on my face. You held the umbrella, moving at my pace. I'm usually bad at talking about the day, but with you the words don't get in the way. Shadows are moving as one in the break. City lights or the hollow noise, just this slow walk, finding our poise. Building something that's actually gonna last, leaving the ghost and the shadows of the past. It's a simple kind of rhythm. Nothing loud, nothing overcanned. Just the way we fit together. Staying steady where we stay. Still hanging on the back of the chair. Mine's a bit of static, yeah, I'm already there. You're just laughing, grabbing your own instead. Low-fi radios humming inside my head. I'm never great finding the words to say, but you've got a way of clearing the gray. Just glad we're here, safe from the day. Everything's steady, everything's clean. It's always this way with us. Nothing forced, nothing's too loud. Just a slow and honest rhythm, far away from the noise of the crowd. The kind of love that stays. Of the city pass, I like the way you're holding the heavy door. I used to chase the neon, searching for more, but I'm not that restless kid anymore. Burn the toast crust again this morning. You're just scraping off the black part, smiling. Kitchen smells like bitter espresso and char. Stacks of cardboard everywhere we are moving in. Felt like a heavy climb at first, but you quench the lonely kind of thirst. House is a home before the frames are even up. Mine's usually 3 years ahead of today, but with you I just want the clock to stay hovering right here in the mess we made, watching the morning shadows fade. It's a quiet pulse we found, no need for a crowd or a hollow sound, just growing and leaning side by side. Nowhere left for us to hide, safe in the silence we share. Walk past the rust on the old park fence. Skies turning a shade that's gray and dense. Lost the car in the lot again, I think, but we're just laughing on the edge of the brink. Listen to the muffled melody of your voice. There's some energy. Don't need the fast lanes or the city lights, just this slow dance through the moving nights. Learning your habits, even the ones that flawed. Building a life and I'm just in awe. It's a quiet pulse we found, no need for a crowd or a hollow sound, just growing and leaning side by side, safe in the silence we share. Did we pack the kettle in the blue box? Doesn't matter. We'll find it tomorrow. Just stay right here. Spill some coffee on the mill again. You just wiped the table, didn't say a word. Morning lights hitting the messy bed. Still not great at waking up on time, I know, but you just open the curtains and smile. Don't need to rush out the door today. I like how we can just sit here and be without having filled the space with talk. It's the way you stay so patient when I'm still figuring things out. In the dark, everything's finally steady. It's a different kind of feeling, being truly seen for who I am. And no need for the hollow noise or lights, just building a life with my best friend right here. Walked down the late night bakery, street was damp and it was sharp and cold. Forgot to bring my scarf from the car, my bad, but you just wrapped yours round us both. I used to be so different kind of feeling, being truly seen for who I am. No need for the hollow noise or lights, just building a life. Wait, is the bakery still open? Yeah. I can smell the bread. Keep walking.
Now we just to snow the eggs.
with the beat movie.
Sinks overflowing with last night's plays. Tries to come high but the tower fell down. You didn't frown, just started the water. Still not the one who keeps it all together. I know. Steam's clouding up the window pane tonight. Everything feels so slow in this Tuesday light. I like that we can just laugh at the mess without needing every single thing in place. It's the way you keep your balance in the spin. When I'm leaning a little too far, once again, everything's finally steady. It's a different kind of motion. A love that doesn't need a hollow show. Just building a life in the quiet. Watching our own garden grow right here. My legs snapped while we were crossing the street. Had hopped the curb on just one foot. You didn't hurry me, just stood there in the wind, waiting for me, tired, clumsy, not city noise. Felt like it was miles away. Used to be so embarrassed by little fails, but walking past the rows of closed up cafes, finally finding a pace that's actually mine. Just watching the fog settle on the No big plans, no silver screen dreams, just where your hand feels locked in mine. Growing older, getting a little bit wiser in hours that are only ours. It's a different kind of motion. A love that doesn't need a hollow show. Just building a life in the quiet. Watching our own garden grow. Wait, did I just break another glass? Nah. Just a spoon. Leave it for now. Knock my water glass off the nightstand again. Rook soaked and I'm scrambling for a dry towel. You didn't jump, just turn on the lamp for me. Still a bit restless in the middle of the night, I know, but you just reached out and touched my arm. Shadows were long and the house is dead still. I like that I don't have to apologize for being a little bit clumsy in the dark. It's the way you stay so grounded when I'm losing my grip on the small things. Everything's finally light. It's a different kind of safety. A love that doesn't need a hollow crowd. Just building a life in the quiet. Keeping the world turned down. Right here. Took a train going opposite way tonight. Too big.
It's a different kind of safety. A love that doesn't need a hollow crowd. Just building a life in the quiet, keeping the world turned down. Wait, is luck still wet? Doesn't matter. We'll dry it in the morning. Just stay. Missed a turn of main road again. You didn't sigh, just changed the song on the radio. Dashboard lights glowing soft on your hand. I'm still not great at following blue line on the map, but you always make the wrong turn feel like the right one. Rain's just a soft static sound on the glass. I like how we don't have to rush the engine at night, just driving with empty streets, one lead. This way you stay so patient with the view, when I'm still figuring it out and finding you. Everything's finally steady. It's always enough, just this. A love that doesn't need a hollow crowd. Just building a life in the quiet, keeping the world turned down. Right here. Stop by late night grocery store for a minute. Floors were shiny and tiles felt frozen cold. Forgot we already had milk sitting at home, but you just put it in plastic basket anyway. I used to be so restless, pacing in the dark, searching for a place I couldn't even name. But walking back the car in the lot with you, feel like I finally settled the frame. Just watching our breath, ghosting in the winter air. No big plans, no silver screen dreams tonight. Just where your hand feels locked in mine under the light. Growing older, maybe getting a bit wiser. Right here in our own stolen time. It's always enough, just this. A love that doesn't need a hollow crowd. Just building a life in the quiet, keeping the world turned down. Right here. Did I park in the wrong spot? Doesn't matter. Street's empty anyway. Just keep the music low. Forgot bring the laundry in again. Rain started and you just shook your head at the sky. Kitchen lights flickering a little bit tonight. I'm still
just where your hand feels locked in mine. Growing older, getting a little bit wiser, safe and sound in our own time. It's truly steady what we have, a love that doesn't need a hollow show, just building a life in the quiet, watching our own rhythm grow. Wait, it's dry or done, doesn't matter, we can fold it tomorrow, just stay. Keys are lost in the hallway, pull again. You're just shaking your head, wearing that smile. I'm always running 10 minutes late, my thing. Morning lights hitting the frayed rug in the hall. We didn't even finish the coffee in the pot, but the car's already warming up outside. I like how you never make me rush the clock. It's the small things that actually stay. The way you're looking at me, just a day. thinking you didn't. I just grabbed a blue cloth, still a bit clumsy when I first wake up. Sun's hitting the sharp edge of the table. I'm just watching you move around the kitchen. No rush to get the engine started at all. I like that we don't have to be perfect to have something that actually feels this good. Is the way you're looking at me right now, when I'm just trying to find my way through the haze. Everything's finally steady. It's building slow, just like this. No need for the hollow noise or the lights. A steady love that's keeping us warm right here in the life we found. Yeah, right here. Walk down to the late night post box. Streets dead quiet, air's feeling damp and heavy. Forgot to bring the keys to the gate, my bad. But you had them in your pocket all along. I used to be so restless in the dark, but with you, the shadows were just home. Watching the cars parked along the curb. I'm finally learning how to just be still. No big plans, no silver screen dreams, just the way your hand feels locked in mine. Growing older, maybe getting a bit wiser, safe and sound in our own time. It's building slow, just like this. No need for the hollow noise or the lights. A steady love that's keeping us warm. Wait, is the floor still a bit sticky? Nah, you got it all. Just stay right here. Past is a little overcooked again. Let the timer run out while we were talking. You just added some cheese, said it's fine. Still not the greatest in the kitchen, I know. Steam's fogging up the glass nearby. Everything feels so soft in this light. I like that we don't have to impress anyone. Just sitting here on these mismatched chairs. It's the way you're looking at me right now, when I'm just being myself in haze. Everything's finally steady. It's truly ours, this quiet life. Nothing loud and nothing forced, just a steady kind of rhythm. The kind of love that stays right here. Walk back from the 24-hour store. Taxi bag was heavy in my hand. Took a wrong turn at empty square, so we had double back to the park. Cold air made our breath look like smoke. You didn't even a long way home, just watching the moon behind the trees. I'm finally finding a pace that fits. No more chasing things I don't need. No big promises, no overacting movie scenes. Just play your hand
really okay.
Fix that shelf in the hallway again. Think I just made it lean a bit more to the left. You didn't mind, just balance a book on the edge. Coffee's been sitting there, getting stone cold. I'm still not great with my hands or the tools, but you make me feel like it's actually okay. Just another slow motion Tuesday for us. I feel you looking at me right now, even when I'm getting it all wrong. Everything's finally steady. It's a different kind of steady. A love that doesn't need to shout, just building something quiet, figuring the small things out. Right here. Walk down the late night pharmacy. Streets dead quiet, air's feeling thin, cold. Forgot my phone on the charger again. Feels good to have empty pockets for once. You told me about that dream with the wipers. I'm just watching the way your lips move in the dark. We're not rushing, get anywhere fast. No big scenes, no blinding city lights. Just the way you're holding my arm through the night. Growing older, maybe getting a bit wiser. Safe and sound away from the noise. It's a different kind of steady. A love that doesn't need to shout, just building something quiet, figuring small things out. Wait, did the shelf just move? Nah, the book's still there. Leave it be. Forgot to set the alarm again, but you're already up making tea in the dark. Sun's hitting that old wooden chair by the sink. Still not a morning person, yeah, you know the drill. You're just smiling, handing me a 1 cup, got nowhere, be nowhere to run today. I like how we just take our time. Feels good not have a single plan. World's spinning way too fast outside the glass, but you're staying so calm, holding the line. Everything's finally light. It's a different kind of quiet, kind that makes me feel at home. No need for noise or neon lights, just being here, not being alone. Right here. Walk down to that small shop on the corner. Streets still damp from the night rain. Air's feeling a different kind of quiet. Time that makes me feel at home. No need for the noise of the neon lights, just being here. Wait, did I actually leave the stove on?